Hi, Godzo Medicine here, PS4 and Medic Maniac YouTube, and I've been playing some PES 2020. I've done quite a bit of editing, and I've taken a Reach County side with the default Master League squad from the Championship into the Premier League on a different save file of mine to the one that I've been showing on YouTube. And I've had some good, some bad, and some ugly, so I thought I'd show you. Let me start with a game against Norwich City, in which we join it in the second half, because I just had the footage of the second half. And this is 15 minutes, professional difficulty, advanced through ball, no pass assist, and basic shooting, all my usual settings. And I can't remember how long I've had the squad. I think this is the second season, pretty sure it is. And the idea for this playthrough was to try and get the absolute #1 targets that I'd identified in PES 2020 from the outset. No messing about, no compromise, and like for when I build a squad from a default Master League squad. I was pretty pleased with this free kick. We got a free kick, and this is a right wide forward by the name of Lavera, who I rate quite highly. And that's a lovely free kick.
That is a gem! An absolute gem!
So Norwich are being put to the sword here. Barely 50 minutes on the clock, and it's 5-0 to Ridge County. And the players are bedding in well, and Norwich are feeling it harshly. Lovely free kick right in the top corner, lovely curl on it as well. Keeper's not going to get that in a million years. I was quite chuffed with that one. So Norwich kick off again.
All the way back and they start again. Keeper's got good distance on that.
And we win the ball. Love this midfielder Vera. I've got him playing Classic 10. I think he's brilliant. Took me a while to acquire his services. Nian's not my first choice striker. I'd love a striker called Romero, but my scouts are a bit rubbish. The scouting in PES is one of the ugly bits, I feel. It's just terrible. I mean, why can't you say, I want you to go and scout such and such a player, like you can do in, what used to be Championship Manager. They call it Football Manager now. You can actually send your scouts to identify, to look at specific players, can't you? Why can't you do that? It's potluck with the scouts. And I'm having problems with the contracts as well. At the moment I've got a goalkeeper who won't sign a contract, and I don't understand why. The icing on the cake from Vera as he slides it around the keeper, and Norwich have been put to the sword 7-0, and it's one of them score lines you actually have to write it down in letters in the paper, don't you? S-E-V-E-N. Yeah, you know when you've been beat. When you've been beat harshly. So there you go. And there's the other scorers. You can see the list of scorers there. So yeah, just having problems getting, specific players that I really, really wanted, no compromise. But if I can get the whole squad together and keep them, but like I say, player contracts, and that's another thing. As we see, actually, I'm going to stop rabbiting and talk about this bit now, because you can see there the Sheffield United player had to turn around and then start running. Now he's number 12, and you could see he caught my player. Now this is absolute rubbish. This is PES scripting it. And what it's done is it's nerfed my player and it's stat boosted it, and you'll see it because as you see, I pause the game, I go into the marking, and then from the marking you can directly compare the stats of the players involved. So those are the players involved, and you can see the speed difference on their player, and he's lower by quite a lot, and yet he was, like Usain Bolt, he caught my man, and that is stat boosting. And from that, Sheffield United had an effort on goal. Now, this game against Sheffield United was very important because they were second to Southampton in the table, and we ended up being third. So I'm not sure what position we were when this match took place, but you can see it's a very important game. And PES was in full blown, I mean that pass was absolutely manipulated. PES was in full blown, cheat mode here. This is cheat mode, and you could see that by the amount of stat boosting on their player to catch mine. That was ridiculous. And here they're in a mode where the ball's sticking to them at the end there. Fortunately we managed to win it there, but yeah, it really kicked it up a notch. But player contracts, if you need more than one goalkeeper, right? So why can't you say to one goalkeeper, your first team, in your contract, your first team you expect to play, and to the other goalkeeper, why can't you say your backup first team? Why can't you do that? Because real football clubs will have two players, two goalkeepers. Right, for this clip here, this is another ugly bit. This is one of the things that PES does in scripting. So I've got a defender and they've got an attacker, and you can see when I'm pausing it, you can see that my player's just slightly got the edge. I know that's kind of an angled shot there, but it's slightly got the edge. The Derby player has to run in a straight line pretty much, and my player has to run at an angle, but nevertheless the Derby player starts behind mine. Now what PES has done here, and what it does consistently in situations such as this, when it scripts stuff, is it pushes your defender behind their attack, and you can visibly see the change there as in slow motion. That's why I'm replaying this, but you can visibly see the change in my defenders. He slightly changes pace and direction to be put behind their player. Now I've done some defending, as well as goalkeeping, which I've mentioned before. And let me tell you that I would not be looking to get behind his shoulder. There is no way that I would make that line. And PES has altered my defender there. Now, what I found over the years is that, and obviously he scored from it. PES has scripted the goal. Over the years playing PES, I've tried to manually override that, but as you'll know, when your player's kind of on rails and then you try and manually override it, your player kind of slows down and you kind of lose a little bit of speed. Here is another similar situation with stat boosting on the speed. So I mean Sugawara is my first choice right back. And you can see the speed on Sugawara, and you can see the speed on their player, and their players should not be able to hold off Sugawara in straight line sprint to the ball. No way. And PES has gone, let's nerf your player and boost the AI. So the stat boosting and stat nerfing going on there because PES is in cheat mode. This is a fine tackle. It's a fine. Is that a fine tackle? So I was going to score. I'm playing West Ham, and this is incredible. Now I'm going to I rewind it. I play it in full speed, and then I rewind it and I show it in slow motion. So Fratesi is a central midfielder. He plays the ball. Up to Pellegrini, who was a target man, but I've changed him to goal poacher. Very good young striker. And what a ball this is by Brunetta. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this. Left foot, outside of the foot. Look at that for a ball. That's an advanced through ball. I love the freedom and control. You see, that's the good. Yeah. So we've got the good, bad and the ugly all in this video. So Pellegrini is in front. Fine young striker. Now I've keyed in a chip should I get the ball. But the goalkeeper's got the ball. He's knocked it onto Pellegrini's leg. It's gone over him. Pellegrini stumbles a bit. The defender has to jump over the goalkeeper, as you see. And now it's just a sprint to put the ball in the net. Now, how about this for a Bobby Moore challenge? Hey? West Ham, Bobby Moore would be proud of this. Look at that. A friend of mine said it looks like Scorpion's little sliding scissor kick thing. He's right, isn't he? Look at that. That is just incredible. And West Ham got away with it. Wow. Do you know, I continued, right, and I played the next match and my PlayStation turned itself off. I'm not joking. It just turned itself off. I thought, you know, it's a bit fed up with that, isn't it? It doesn't like it. I replayed the match after reloading it. Same difficulty and everything, and I won 4-0. Wow, what a difference. So this is a game here that we got promotion, obviously, which is why we played West Ham. And this is a match against Manchester United. Now you saw the Bobby Moore the Bobby Moore-esque tackle that I showed you earlier. Now this is a good bit because, you know, Pellegrini was being a bit shackled, so I put Nian on, and he caused them all kinds of problems. He really did, and that's Manchester United bringing him down. So I was on the edge of my seat, you know, baying for a penalty there, as you might imagine, and I didn't think I were going to get one. Not a penalty. I was baying for a red card, sorry, and I didn't think I were going to get one, and the ref give it. So I was really happy with that. So that's good. So Nian absolutely running Manchester United ragged because obviously they've lost a defender as well. And Nian's just got a bit more offensive awareness about him than Pellegrini. And the referee, lo and behold, gives us a penalty. Now I did feel in that scenario that the goalkeeper should have been sent off there. But he's decided to book him. But he did his award as a penalty. And with the scoreline at 1-1, again, that's good. I have to say that's good. Because going from the other incident where I did not get a penalty, which was ugly, yeah, we scored that and we won the match. I tell you, we had enough chances in that game to make it 6 or 7. I mean, we really did. That gap where their player was sent off was telling in the second half. And like I say, with Nian's offensive awareness, like I say, he's not even my first choice striker. I want Romero, but my scouts are just too rubbish to find him. Another little drop of the shoulder and turn around that defender who must be having a horrid day, but Nian couldn't punish him. And that's why I want Romero, because I think Romero will punish him. I mean, saying that, he scored 40 odd goals in the division below, but, you know. So I just thought I'd end that with a little win over Manchester United because, you know, in that instance we did get, their player did get sent off and we did get a penalty. So I've shown you all the other bits of scripting, and in that one, you know, the referee was okay. Just a couple of little pictures to end off with here of, yeah. Right, catch you next time.